Welcome everybody to more Better Words. Today I want to talk about a very loaded question that kind of pseudo relates to me because of the state of my own YouTube channel survivability type thing. I don't know. Let's just hopefully not die to this guy. So the question I want to pose to everybody here is, how immortal is Minecraft? Now this is, like I said before, a pretty loaded question because it's not as simple and straightforward as I guess most other questions that would be kind of, you know, self-explanatory, I guess. So of course we all know the history of Minecraft. We know how it was birthed 2009, and then its popular peak years were back in like 2011, 2012, 2013 or whatever, and then pretty much since 2015 it completely fell out and died. It was pretty much like beyond insignificant and was like frowned upon because, oh, it's just the garbage kids game that is full of like cringe like 9-year-olds and that type of stuff, especially regarding like 2017, 2018. However, miraculously, due to a variety of factors, in 2019 it once again exploded, and I believe it was doing even better than it did before its peak times of 2013, which was somewhat interesting. However, like all things regarding memes or trends or literally anything relevant to the internet or probably the greater scope of like humanity and culture as a whole, things inevitably do die out. And you know, like I kind of said previously, Minecraft is a little bit of an exception to that because like by some miracle it managed to get back into peak relevancy once again in 2019 and 2020. Now granted, there were some like environmental factors regarding why that probably might have happened, specifically regarding 2020, as we all might know, but regardless, it still pushed through and was still doing amazing numbers. However, like, what is it, like basically 5 years after that point in 2020, we've kind of seen the fallout of that, where once again Minecraft feels like it's dwindling, and we're probably going to be following along this negative like downwards trend regarding the relevancy of Minecraft. And it's just kind of the nature of things, of course, but it's interesting to note how, okay, I don't know what this guy's doing, but I'm hoping it doesn't involve killing me in any way, shape, or form. But TLDR, there was a lot of reasons for people to kind of lose interest in the game, in addition to the fact that most people who play Minecraft, I wouldn't say everybody, of course, but most people who do play Minecraft that are not overly invested into it are like, you know, the people that kind of do like the 2-week Minecraft phase and then they get bored of it pretty instantly. But that's, you know, kind of besides the point. Now, of course, all these things are not to undermine like the quality of Minecraft. Like, I think we can all agree at its core, Minecraft is a very good game, regardless on your opinions of it or the people who make it or anything related to the game. Clearly, in a vacuum, just looking at it as like what it is a video game, regardless of all of the modes and servers. Those are just kind of attachments, but the fundamental core of Minecraft and what makes Minecraft special is undoubtedly, it's just very quality. You cannot deny that, but it's just kind of the way of how it exploded onto the scene in the first place with, you know, things like the internet and YouTube and all that type of stuff. And because of that, the nature of Minecraft is always going to be like not as permanently relevant, if that makes sense, because it is somewhat fundamentally tied to the relevancy of how it'll perform in like the social media and YouTube landscape, if that makes any sense. Can I not throw? I don't know what he just did, but it somehow worked out for me. Okay, so looking back on it, it looks like his ender pearl hit my fireball and everything just went wrong for him. So basically, it was total skill. I think another key point regarding the waning appeal of Minecraft is kind of for a similar reason as to why it fell off so many years ago, and it's kind of unavoidable when it comes to talking about Minecraft and its fallout for the most part, and that is the people involved in the game, regarding like the people who play it. If you don't know what I'm referring to, it's people who don't really keep their unhinged thoughts and actions to themselves and whatnot, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Now, of course, there are people like this in every single community, every single like conglomeration of people or anything like that, but I feel like there's a lot more kind of eyes or kind of like, oh wow, disappointed but not surprised regarding the Minecraft scene, mainly because of how like it's kind of a meme regarding people being like this in the Minecraft space, which is, you know, not a good thing in any way, shape, or form. That's not really like an appeal to have. But I feel just like whenever something like this happens and it's like, oh wow, was it a Minecraft YouTuber? And like 6 out of 10 times it was, it's like, oh man, like I said, disappointed but not surprised. And obviously this can have drastic implications on the game. Like most people are like, oh, I don't want to play a game that's infested with these disgusting people. Like that's just not something I want want to do, especially if you are in the like camp of people that is under 18. It's like, oh, well, I don't want to expose myself to that. Like, you don't want to scar yourself with people like that. Like, it's just not a very welcoming environment. Basically, the TLDR of it is that, you know, certain controversial individuals just kind of leave a very nasty stain on any kind of like community's like landscape of everybody else, and because of the like quality, or not quality, the quantity of like people that have, you know, kind of been exposed for such things in the Minecraft space across all of history is just kind of like, it's a little bit rough, and it's done a lot of significant harm regarding the game. But despite all that, Minecraft still kind of powers through it. That's what's just fairly interesting about Minecraft, is how despite all of these things regarding like controversial figures because of, you know, not so great people in the space or whatever, it's still like Minecraft still powers through. It's still like, you know, unanimously known, I guess you can call it, as like the kids game, and like Mojang doesn't have to do any kind of like PR stuff to save their reputation. Like, Minecraft just keeps on powering through, and like I said, despite all of the things that happened before the resurgence in 2019, the resurgence of 2019 still happened. So with all these talking points that I mentioned, like regarding the game's overall quality and, you know, diminish and all that type of stuff or whatever, it goes us back to the question, how immortal is Minecraft? Like, is it truly a game that will just constantly withstand the test of time and will never become like irrelevant? Like, sure, it will like fall off here or there, but it's never going to be anything that's like overly irrelevant, to say the least. Like, maybe it will just constantly go in through the cycle of like, okay, people don't like it, and then people will like it like every 5 years or so. Like, give it like, I don't know, how long would you say? Like maybe 2027, will we see another like resurgence of Minecraft? Like, as immediately, there's not anything that will immediately engage people to come back to the game, but I mean, it's not impossible. Like, I don't know, maybe Hypixel will release another game that just takes the world by storm, or maybe there's going to be another big movement in the Minecraft space, not entirely suggesting things like SMP, but maybe something in a similar vein where there's a lot of oh my god. Maybe there will be just like another giant movement regarding like multiplayer things in a similar vein to, like I said, SMPs or Minecraft Monday did back in the day. So maybe, which that's weird to say back in the day, to like 2019 was 6 years ago, which is a very weird reality on how like it felt like it was just yesterday. But nope, it's been six long years since that happened. I mean, of course, this is actually a pretty big question for me personally, because clearly, you know, the basis of my channel is Minecraft. So if Minecraft is doing good in like the relevancy space, that should, you know, directly mean that my content will be doing a lot better. So obviously I'm a bit more biased towards the fact that Minecraft, you know, should be a, you know, the top tier game it once was, and everybody should be playing it so then I can get all the views and all the things. But, you know, that's just my, you know, bias, because obviously it's the like success of my channel is linked to it. And it's not to say, of course, that like I want Minecraft to be popular because, oh, I can get, you know, like 8 million subscribers from my Minecraft channel because Minecraft is at the top of the charts. Like, I do think it is a very quality game. Obviously, I wouldn't, I mean, at least maybe some people would do it like strictly for the, like the financial gain of it, like strictly playing Minecraft just because there's like, you know, financial incentives to play the game or something like that. But like, I have been attached for Minecraft for probably like the majority of my lifespan. I think I got into it in like 2010, well, maybe 2010, that might be a little bit too generous, but like 2010, 2011-ish or whatever, with series like Paul Soares Jr. and Etho Plays Minecraft, like way back when, and it's always been like a constant in my mind. It's had some like ups and downs regarding like how much it's been involved in my life, but like for the most part, like I said, it's always been a constant in my life. So it's always a good thing to see things that you care about and things that you enjoy being, you know, like socially relevant. It's like in 2018, it was like, oh, you like Minecraft? What an absolute like child. Like, get out of here. Nobody plays Minecraft. And then like a year later, it was the most relevant thing of all time. I was king of the world. Everybody cared that I played Minecraft or something like that. That's not entirely true, but like for all intents and purposes, it was more socially relevant to say that you liked Minecraft rather than just kind of like being like, yeah, I like Minecraft. I'm not going to openly admit it or anything like that, but I do enjoy Minecraft, I guess. But anyways, those are just some of my thoughts, some of my like key points that I wanted to bring up. I might be leaving out a couple of them, but I think I got the main point across, and especially because it'll allow you to have some room to form your own opinions, which I think is a very good thing. You know, this is an open discussion. This is not just like a tyrannical YouTube video where it's like, oh, whatever I say goes, and you have no like thought. Like, I'm interested in your contributions, you know, like how immortal do you think Minecraft is? Do you think it's going to be in like a kind of like like cycle-esque kind of thing where it just keeps on waning in relevance and then coming back into the mainstream? Or do you think that, you know, maybe this is it? Maybe like this is definitively it. Like it rose and then it fell and then it rose again, and now like surely it's not going to rise for a third time, but I don't know, third time's a charm. Maybe it will come back. But a thought that should be considered, and what kind of relates to this topic, is retro gaming. So when it comes to retro gaming, a typical trend is that, you know, people grow up with systems like the Wii or whatever, the GameCube or the PlayStation or something like that, and then about like 10 years down the line is when everybody kind of gets nostalgia for it, and then they buy their old games, their old systems back again, and then, you know, it wanes and then it doesn't come back. Like a reference to kind of pin this is the Atari 2600. So about like, I don't want to say exactly, I'm not entirely certain of my facts about this, but let's just say in the ballpark of like Y2K, like the turn of the millennium, maybe late 1990s, but early 2000s is when everybody who grew up with the Atari 2600 got nostalgic. They wanted to play their old games again. And to some degree, you know, they're Atari games, they're like, you know, whatever, there's only so much stuff you can do with them. People's interest in those like wanes within like 2 seconds because there's not really any kind of like substance to games like that. But anyways, I digress. People bought their old stuff, and that was like the second wave to the rise of the Atari, quote unquote. However, you don't really see anybody talking or even caring about the Atari. I mean, like I just kind of said, like, you know, who cares about Atari? It's such simple games. No one really cares about that system. So how could anybody be overly invested in that system to like really put in any like major effort or money into like collecting for that type of thing? So maybe that kind of shtick comes with Minecraft. Like I said, most people, like, it was huge in 2012, 2013. I mean, I was certainly a kid during that time, and I was certainly a Minecraft kid who watched, like, you know, the Let's Plays and all the people making 8 million Minecraft videos and that type of thing. And then come 2019, yeah, in some ways, I guess you can call it nostalgia. I mean, like I said, I was always constantly surrounded by Minecraft. I never really kind of fell out of it like the rest of, I wouldn't say like the world, but like a good majority of like the quote-unquote normies who just kind of enjoyed Minecraft for the most part, but was never really overly invested into it. They kind of let go of it. But for the most part, people who were kind of like that did come back to it for like the nostalgia thing. Like, hey, I remember Minecraft. I remember spending all my time watching these classic Minecraft Let's Plays or Minecraft videos or gameplay videos or stuff like that. I think there's an invisible guy behind me. But that's just something that maybe should be considered. Like, maybe the reason that it came back in the first place is because of a nostalgia wave. Like, maybe people weren't actually that interested into Minecraft, and were most sort of like, hey, I remember Minecraft, I want to come back to it, you know, relive some classic old memories. And then here we are, like, whatever, 2-3 years later after the fact, and people are just once again not overly invested into it, so they just don't want to put that much time into it, just like how I don't want to put in that much time into killing this guy and ending the game. But like I said, this is an open floor discussion, so if you have your own answers to this like proposition that I have for you, I guess it's not, you know, homework, of course. I don't want to give you homework in a Minecraft video, but it's just something to maybe think about. Like, how immortal do you think Minecraft is? And yeah, no, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I am intrigued as to, you know, your own opinions. Like I said, this is an open floor discussion. I'm not a dictator. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, you know, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, I guess I'm going to think philosophically somewhere else. This was not really about philosophy. This was more so about like a research type question type thing. I don't know. I blame college. Too many essays. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.